Hello everybody, and welcome to Fate GO Babylonia episode 16 anime review. They took the week off last week, which is weird, because I read in an interview or something, they were like, yeah, we're well ahead of schedule. And that was only a few weeks ago. So like, did we catch up, or was this always planned to be a not doing one that week? Or did it last minute, did it have to be delayed because of something? I have no idea, I'm not a scientist. Scientists wouldn't know that. But yeah, we're back after missing a week. It was kind of weird. I was like, oh yeah, what happened last? That's right, you got stabbed. I remember. It was a good old instant memory recall. This episode, I quite enjoyed it. The last week, the Lamu and the Tiamat stuff like turned the story on its head. I think it's safe to say it went in a completely different direction. But yeah, I'm taking it what it is. This episode was like had a bit of feels of me going, oh no, that's not fair. You didn't deserve that. And yeah, a bit of that. What else happened? A lot of stuff happened. Some cool fights as always. Some CG, which I know everyone disliked. Let's just, you know what? Let's dive into the episode and see what went down and everything. Let's do this. We open up with a section which I guess is just before Enkingu gets stabbed. He's basically just contemplating his existence and stuff, which is fair thing for Enkingu to do. And then, yeah, we go back forward after I think it's after the opening. He's been stabbed by the Lamu and all that. They're not good. One of the Lamu takes the grail from Enkingu. It's like his heart or something. He's like, nah, that's mine now, yoink. And then it grows wings and it flies around and stuff. Ishtar chases it. She chases it and she's shooting at it. It's like an air dogfight is the word I'm looking for. It's pretty good. Kingu tries running away and he gets cornered. Basically, they're going to kill him because he's amusing and he's, he knows he's nothing. He runs away. Everybody chases the winged llama. There's some cool Lamu, not a llama. That's an animal, a real animal. There's some cool fighting while this is going on with Ishtar, and I don't think Ketsu's involved at this part. I think she's a bit later on, but yeah, there's all that. Kingu is then being chased through the forest by the Lamu, or the Lamu if you will. Lamu sounds better. And basically he gets to a tree and just realises, you know what? I have nothing now. I have no friends. My mother, but I was a tool basically, and that's what he was. He was a useful tool and nothing more, and it feels bad for poor Enkingu. And he's about to get stabbed. Sounds like he's getting stabbed, but he's like, hang on, no, I haven't been stabbed. So one of the Lamu saves him, kills some other Lamu, but then they do like a double stab thing where the good Lamu and the bad Lamu stab each other at the same time. Turns out the good Lamu was Siduri, and she tells him like find happiness, and I'm like, this is actually quite sad. You're feelsing me a bit here. And then Siduri dies, and it's all Enkingu is like, I don't even know you. Why am I crying? And it's like, dude, same. I understand you exactly. I guess he's got remnants of Enkidu's memories and all that, which, because obviously she was there the whole time with Gilgamesh and Enkidu, and it's just like, feel bad for Siduri. I remember earlier episodes I was like, I'm not even going to remember her name, she's not important, and now I'm like, oh, feels bad, She didn't deserve that. We bring her back somehow. I'm very optimistic. We're not going to bring her back, are we? But enough feels, right guys? Let's get back into the Lamu chase. Ishtar and Ketsu, you can hear it in my voice, they do this like weird seismic toss move into the ground on the winged Lamu, and they're about to, they've got it down, they're like, alright, let's get the grail out of this thing, and they're like, there's a servant nearby, and you hear the voice, and I literally felt my heart drop. I was like, oh, it's Ushiwakamaru, she's bathed in the mud. Is this technically like an altar form? I haven't read up at all on like the altar forms and all that. Is this sort of like that, or is it slightly different, or is it completely different? People who know, tell me, because it seems the same concept to me, because in Heaven's Feel, Saber goes in the mud and she comes out altar. I assume it's a similar thing here. Maybe not completely, but similar? Or am I completely off? That's a question I need an answer to. Fujimaru pretty, he's pretty distraught at first, but he's like, there's an enemy servant, we have to defeat her. And I'm like, alright, that's good. I was really expecting him to be just like, no, she was our friend, we can't attack her, and everything. We're like, Fujimaru, You need to, you know, we need to deal with this. And but no, he's immediately like, all right, we've got to do this. I guess at this point, you know, it's the 7th singularity or whatever. He's probably had to do this a lot, so I guess he's probably used to it. I'd like to see if they ever do the others. Can we start off with him being like, no, they were our friend, and now we've built to this. It'd be like a good slow progression thing. It'd be told all out of order, and so, you know. But when they're all out, you can watch them in order, and it makes sense. That's the kind of thing, you know, they could do that. But yeah, it's Mesh and Ketz versus Ushiwakamaru. Ishtar snipes in at one point. She went down really easy. She just sort of crumbles, and I was like, oh, is that it? That was, yeah, you know, that wasn't very worthy of Ushiwakamaru. Turns out she's fine though. She's a clone. She like clones herself a load. There's a word for it where you're one cell and then you pop out and you're 2 cells. You're like exact clone. I forgot the name of it. We learned it in science class ages ago, and I passed science. I should know this, but I can't remember the name of it. It's like that basically. They have a load of fight basically. A load of fight. My notes just say cool fight. And then, you know, I'm just going to assume that. They all help a little bit. Ishtar's actually out of battery though, so, you know, not good. So she borrows Fujimaru's magic power and shoots a multi-laser beam. That's right, that's what my notes say. And took out all the Ushiwakamarus at once. So that was good. It was kind of weird though, because they said like, if even a hair remains, she'll, you know, clone herself again. But then when they killed her, they took off like the half of her body. But the other half was still there, so couldn't she just clone herself again? Just a thought. Maybe I read that wrong or something. Who knows? Sucks though. The Grail got delivered to Tiamat, so you know they're buggered basically. Loads of llama in the water. They're like, we're all going to die. That's exactly what's going to happen. They communicate with Gil after this using magic holograms. I don't know exactly what it is, but you know, magic holograms. Gil's basically like, we can last for about an hour, and I'm like, that's not a lot of time at all. The mud is bad, don't touch that. Sea's rising, that's bad too. If Tiamat wins, humanity is completely doomed, so that's bad too. You know, bad news whatsoever. The plan, which is not a plan, it's an objective, like, we just got to defeat Tiamat, and I'm like, yeah, it's pretty easy. Defeat the primordial goddess. Should be pretty easy, right? Or primordial whatever. I don't know exactly what the title is. Tiamat's a hard nut to crack. She's pretty difficult, honestly. Let's not do that. They all set off on their adventure flying towards Tiamat, which is weird because we've got like 5 episodes left. I'm like, weird, this feels early. Or 4 episodes. No, 5. 17, 18, 19, 20. 5 episodes. I can count to 21. I'm a genius. And then at the end, Enkingu is like looking on. He's like, oh, mother, why? And it's yeah. He's obviously he's going to assist the good guys. He's probably going to end up sacrificing himself to help the good guys win. Is where I see happening. And yeah, maybe Gilgamesh will show up at one point as well. Haresh Gagal ain't got involved at any point yet, so I'm imagining they're trying to make us forget. And I haven't forgotten. Benkei, what about him? He's still around somewhere. I'm remembering all these people that have disappeared. They're going to help out somehow, and it's probably going to be cool. I reckon we get returns like every episode. Then we're like, we're awesome, we're going to help. And then Tiamat's going to just smack them to the side. Because the Tiamat's pretty OP, I would assume. She's got starry eyes though. She's got cute eyes. Tiamat, 10 out of 10. Dojins, get on it. No, don't actually do that. And then at the very end, there's a new ending credits thing with a bunch of like paintings of Enkidu and Siduri and Gilgamesh like having good times, and it's like, oh, this hurts. Why does this hurt? This shouldn't hurt that much, and it does. You know, it's poor Siduri, man. I feel really bad for her. You know, and Gilgamesh. I feel bad for Gilgamesh. Gilgamesh has lost everyone basically at this point. He's it's gonna be hard going back to like Unlimited Blade Works where he's like a dick. But it's like, oh, but you had. I know this isn't quote-unquote canon, you know, to the Gilgamesh canon. This is a distorted whatever, but I still remember it. I still remember what Gilgamesh has gone through. Poor Gilgamesh. Give Gilgamesh a hug. What year is it? 2020. Good year. It might be. It's February. Who knows? Rambling now. Thank you everybody for watching this review. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't know, hopefully, you know, it's on next week. It should be. It'd be weird if they went off, on, off. That'd be pretty weird. Anyway, I will see you next week for another episode of this, as I said. And bye, guys.